You can mark this down as well. Whenever a nation is spiritually ill, it doesn't just show up in its political leaders. It doesn't just show up in its judicial leaders. It shows up in its religious leaders. And you find in a land like that a whole host of false preachers and teachers who are enriching themselves in the name of God, who cry peace, peace when there is no peace. And that, dear ones, is the very day in which we're living in this nation, isn't it? We not only see the kinds of leaders that our nation deserves, given its rejection, its open rejection of the living God and the Bible and biblical standards. Not only has the Lord taken away from us the kind of leadership that would represent a healthy nation and given to us instead leaders that reflect our sinfulness, but at the same time the land is full of men enriching themselves in the name of God, not preaching the Scriptures, not preaching the truth, but declaring good news. Good news, they say, which is really a lie. Blind leaders of the blind, leading them straight into disaster while they tell people all is peaceful and all is well. Can I have some more money? All is well. Would you buy my latest book? So what does the Lord say He's going to do with these men? Verse 6, therefore it shall be night to you, without vision, and darkness to you, without divination. The sun shall go down on the prophets. God said, I'm going to turn the light off on you. You see, you represent, with the name preacher, prophet, teacher, you represent what ought to be light to people. You see, I send proclaimers of my truth so as to give light to people. But you have represented darkness. You have not preached my word. You have preached the fruit of your own imaginations. You make up your message based upon money. You make up your message based upon return. You represent darkness to the people. So, I'm going to turn the light off on you. It's going to be night for you without vision. It's going to be darkness for you without a word from me. The sun will go down on the prophets. The day shall be black over them. The seers shall be disgraced, and the diviners put to shame. You see, they've represented darkness all along, but God is going to do something in judgment upon this people that makes clear that these are purveyors of darkness. He is going to shame them. He is going to disgrace them. He is going to out them. He is going to expose them. So that all they are then left to do, into verse 7, is cover their lips. It's going to become plain to everyone that they do not have the words of God. They do not represent spokesmen, true spokesmen for God. They have no message from God. There's no answer from God. And this is going to be put on display by the Lord in a way that is unmistakable. Kind of tough to sell the message that this is your best life now when you've been taken away into exile, isn't it? And so all those positive platitudes get exposed for what they are when the Lord brings judgment upon a people. And so just as the merciless rulers meet with a judgment that matches their crime, no mercy from God, so the false prophets will meet with a judgment that matches their crime. They have preached darkness, therefore they are going to be manifestly exposed as messengers of darkness, as they exist in darkness with no word from God. The sun is going to go down on them. Their day is going to be over.